at the end of last season. There's some very determined Scottish players coming out of that tunnel. A 15-step climb to the playing surface and preparing now for the pre-match formalities, which the players dislike so much. But bedlam inside the stadium, cowbells, firecrackers, drums. There are pipes too for the Scottish fans, of whom there are about 3,000 inside the stadium, and they're making plenty of noise and giving these Scottish players tremendous support. So some great discussions going on out here, never mind back in Glasgow, about the Scottish team selection as we prepare here for the national anthems. Scotland the Brave completed for the Scottish contingent here in Bern. Now the Swiss anthem. Tremendous enthusiasm inside the stadium. These Swiss supporters have been relishing this occasion for some time. The prospects of qualifying for the first major final since 1966, when the World Cup took place in England. So the two captains, they are very experienced individuals. Gordon Strachan for Scotland and Heinz Hermann for Switzerland, winning his 115th cap tonight. He's the player coach for Servette, and the most highly paid player in Swiss football, with a salary of £400,000 per annum. Left Neuchâtel Zamax because he wasn't happy with the wages being paid. Well, he can't complain about that now, that's for sure. Gordon Strachan, Scottish captain, his 47th cap tonight. Withdrawal of the spot. Coverage injury, declared himself unfit and left some reorganisation for the Scottish team. 6 of these players in the Swiss camp played in Hampden last year, but young number 5, Forza, the youngest player in the field, at 21 years old, winning only his 2nd cap. Adrian Knupp, number 7 there, scored a penalty kick against Scotland at Hampden last year, and the referee and linesman checking all the nets and goals to make sure there can be no problems with any shot going through the side netting. So the moment which this big crowd has been waiting for some time, about to arrive. It's been very warm and sticky here in Bern. There's Uli Stilica, the Swiss coach, who's been really uptight in the last few days preparing for this match. Sees the prospect of a major triumph coming up if Switzerland can win this match against Scotland. Still harbouring a grudge about the way in which Switzerland lost at Hampden a year ago. So the tactics will be crucial, and Scotland have some possibilities of varying things within this squad of 11 players on the field. But Stuart McKimmie likely to start at his Aberdeen position in central defence beside Dave McPherson. That'll be established very early on. A lot of running for Ali McCoy, the Mo Johnston up front. And as the team settle down, it's clear that Gordon Jury is opening up the match wide on the right for Scotland. There he is, number 11 down below us. So all the talking can stop now as Stuart McCall joins Ali McCoy at the centre spot. Giulio Lanesi, a very experienced referee, the Italian, 44-year-old from Messina in Italy. He was involved in the World Cup in Italy last year and also in the Olympics in Seoul in 1988. Regarded now as the top Italian official. So Andy Roxburgh having a chat there with Craig Brown, looking carefully at the Swiss formation early on to make sure they've prepared correctly, tactically. So it's McCoy to McCall who start the match. And it'll be fascinating to see the Scottish formation early on. And Stuart McKimmie has moved into central defence beside Dave McPherson. Steve Nicol opening up at right back. Maurice Malpass on the left. Gordon Jury wide on the right side of a four-man midfield with Gordon Strachan in the centre with Stuart McCall. Well, that's very interesting indeed. Tom Boyd, the fourth man in midfield, playing wide on the left. He may well be involved in stopping forward runs made by Mark Hottigar, the Swiss right back who loves to come charging forward. But there's Forza getting his first touch, playing the ball wide. Challenge made there by Malpass. So the Swiss finding Heinz Hermann straight away. Looking for Orel on the left flank. Header on, finds Turkelmaz. He's followed across by McPherson. That's a good play by Turkelmaz. The cross is too long for the Swiss players racing in there. Adrian Kinup was a major threat in the air, the number 7 for Switzerland. The Swiss enjoying some early possession, forcing Mo Johnston to come back and help in defence. Free kick has been given for that challenge by Tom Boyd. So Gordon Strachan coming back to ensure that the organisation at the back is correct. Stilica standing down below us in the technical area as the dugouts are now called. So some early defensive work for the Scots. Played short by Suter. Here's Forza. Cross to the far side. The Scots have all funneled back except Johnston. The clearance there came from Steve Nicol. Underneath the ball was Malpass, taking no chances. There's Hottigar. He'll have to be watched coming forward for Switzerland. There's Hermann. This is Dominic Herr. It's a very young Swiss side, average age less than 25. Alan Suter, one of the younger players. Maurice Malpass going across to make a challenge there, but Strachan recovers. A little bit casual in possession, Strachan. He's rescued though by Malpass. There's McCoist trying to link up with Johnston. McCoist and Johnston, I can tell you, full of enthusiasm for this action. Both desperate to play. Johnston, in fact, asking to be excused from some practice game this morning in case there's any possibility of taking a knock and not being able to take his place tonight. It's his first match for Scotland since the World Cup match against Brazil in Turin. Here's Alain Suter, who's come back. Very talented on his left side. Forza's in trouble. There's McCoist with Jury. The opening is on for Scotland. Here's Jury waiting there for Johnston. Then attempting to drive the ball towards goal. Dominic Herr was in the way. That's good play from Switzerland. There's Suter, tackled firmly by Jury, but the free kick was given for the challenge initially by Stuart McCall, I think, rather than the second challenge from Jury. So there are instructions already coming from the Scottish dugout towards Gordon Jury to pass on to his teammates. There's Kinup, number 7, dropping back. There's Herr. The Scots prepared to allow the Swiss to have possession in their back four. Christophe Orel across to Dominic Herr. Here's Hermann. Forza once again, only one international before tonight. That was a friendly against Czechoslovakia last month. And McPherson going in behind Chapuisat. He's conceded a free kick for Switzerland. The whistling from the Swiss supporters, greeting that challenge from McPherson. And now it's Uli Stilica who is shouting instructions towards Hermann. Number 10 there is Alan Suter from Grasshopper Zurich. Cross it goes to Knoop. Testing Andy Gorham. Well, it's just the kind of save the Scottish players would want from Gorham. Looking so calm and assured. Winning his 16th cap tonight. 4 shutouts so far in his 15 internationals. Hermann getting up well against McCall. McKimmie getting up well. Playing beside Dave McPherson, the role he plays alongside Brian Irwin with for Aberdeen. Cross it goes to Boyd. Look at the pace now of Boyd. Surprising the Swiss defence and earning the first corner kick of the match for Scotland. One of the reasons why Boyd is in the side is that powerful running on the flank. Both going forward and indeed going back. Well, it's dusty work for the Scotland coach. So McPherson has gone forward. Tom Boyd is also there. Gordon Jury could be dangerous here too. He's a near post target. Easily mopped up by Hottigar for Switzerland. McPherson makes his way back to a defensive position and Paul looks for McCoist, holding off Hare. Strong play there by McCoist. The ball was carried out though for a throw to Switzerland. And right enough space. Just listen to the bedlam inside the stadium. Picture of the Swiss crowd when it's big enough. The noise they make. Stefan Huber, the Lausanne Sports goalkeeper, 25 years old, his 8th international. Steve Nicol calling to McPherson to leave that. Headed forward by Orel. Fine tackle from McCall, robbed then by Suter. Turned back by Knoop to Forza. This is Hottigar. Boyd goes across to face him. Chapuisat holding off McPherson unfairly. Very alert refereeing from Tullio Lanesi. Here's Jury. He could use his pace in the flank now. That's recognised by Suter, who is determined to get in an early tackle. You've heard all about Jury's pace. The referee's given a foul throw there against Steve Nicol. Well, playing a very important early role, Lanesi, the referee. Christophe Orel, 23-year-old, taking the throw. It's only his 5th international. A very young international side this. Here's Hermann finding space though, and then robbed well by McCall. Belfast reacting to a call there from Andy Gorham. Andy Roxburgh down below is waving the Scottish players forward, particularly Gordon Jury. Jury's underneath this. So was Boyd. Strachan trying to get to the ball, but penalised for lifting his foot too high. There was an angry action there from Suter. The referee going to the flash point there in case there was to be any developing feud, which there wasn't. But the ball was played across there. Came off the head of Hermann as he challenged Boyd. This is Suter. Now Forza. Finding Turk-Yilmaz on the run. That's great play from Switzerland, but it's gone through to Gorham. Turk-Yilmaz appeared to lose his bearings there for a split second. That long pass looked as though it may well have gone through the Scottish defence. Here's Strachan. Well tackled by Hermann. Boyd picks it up for McCall. And this is Malpass. Strachan has clearly been given a roving commission across the middle of the field for Scotland. That return pass attempted by McCoist. Here's Nicol. And now Jury. Forced inside there by Suter's positioning. And Jury didn't have quite enough space to use his pace there. A very lush surface, but there was heavy rainfall before the match, although it is still very warm out there. No wind to speak of. Knoop winning that from McKimmie. Here's Chapuisat. Turk-Yilmaz has gone ahead. He's gone offside. Chapuisat trying to go all the way himself. Stopped firmly there by Malpass. The Swiss wanted a free kick. The referee had none of it. A well-timed tackle by Malpass. Jury being climbed all over there by Turk-Yilmaz. Gordon Jury doing a fine job though for Scotland, getting back very quickly to help in defence wide on the right side of midfield for Scotland. The free kick taken short by McPherson to Nicol. That's played up the line for McCoist. He's in behind his man. He was held by Forza. The referee has not given the free kick. It was a clear foul on McCoist by Forza. The linesman's flag stays down as McCoist looks towards him. Well, McCoy certainly slipped as the ball came through, but he was in behind the young defender. Well, there's no break there for Scotland. 10 minutes of this European Championship qualifier gone. Still no scoring. The Scots trying to settle after the very good opening burst from the Swiss. That's Herman going very deep. 33 years old. Using Dominic Herr. Suter calls for the ball, and back it goes via Dominic Herr to Forza. Herr once again. Hottiger is on the right. Trying to get that beyond Malpass for Turk-Yilmaz. Played in by Hottiger. There's the chance on. The offside flag was up. It will not count. The Swiss go wild, but the flag was up as the cross was delivered. Brilliantly finished nevertheless. But the whistling around the stadium tells you exactly what the Swiss supporters think of all that. The ball player Chapuisat, number 11, is clearly offside as the ball was delivered. It wasn't Knoop, it was Chapuisat who finished that. It was the player offside, the flag aloft before the ball hit the net. So there could be no argument about that from the replay. Boyd with a throw. Switching play across the near side. Here's Orel. Trying the long ball forward. McPherson's pace being tested by Turk-Yilmaz. Turk-Yilmaz plays his football in Italy for Bologna. In his second season there. Turned behind by Nicol for a corner kick. The Scots will now pull everyone back to defend, including Johnston and McCoist. Alan Suter will take this. Favoured his left foot, which would suggest an outswinger. A packed penalty box, every Scottish player inside the 18-yard area. Played across by Suter. Appeared to be a foul on Gordon Jury. The referee saw nothing wrong with that as the shot was fired over the top by Hottiger. Well, a lot of bumping and boring inside the area. Andy Roxburgh on his feet. He's clearly concerned about it all. Calling now to Jury to pass on further instructions, but Andy Gorham looks calm enough. Only lost 13 goals in his 15 internationals to date. Only two countries have scored twice against him, Italy and Brazil. 12-1 by Forza. And McKimmie appeared to think the whistle had gone there. He appeared to stop playing. Chapuisat almost made him suffer. Another player who plays abroad and plays for Borussia Dortmund. Johnston getting up well. There's McCoist. And the foul is given against Johnston. Well, Andy Roxburgh going for the tried and trusted pairing of McCoist and Johnston up front, despite McCoy's lack of match practice. With an hour against Hearts a week ago, and the full match against Falkirk on Saturday. First full match for Rangers this season. But such an enthusiast, clearly it's felt that he can contribute in a match like this. Play forward by Heldman. The interception was by Malpass. Brought down from behind by Knoop. So the free kick being taken in leisurely fashion by Maurice Malpass. Jury is calling for the long ball to the far side. This is Johnston. That's brilliantly played down for Strachan. And a hefty late tackle there by Herman on Strachan, bringing Andy Roxburgh and Craig Brown to their feet below us. And the result is the first yellow card of the match for the Swiss captain. Well, Gordon Strachan has been through that many times in his very lengthy international career. Fit enough to take the free kick. Across the far side it goes, played in there by Boyd. There's Chapuisat with the clearance. Forced forward by Hoediger, but plenty of time there for Scottish defence to group. 15 minutes of the match gone, still no scoring. Jury's header. That's good positioning by Johnston. Jury on the touchline. Forza holding off Johnston unfairly, says the linesman. No, the free kick goes against Johnston. Stierika showing the tension of the occasion. So Steve Nicol playing it right back tonight for Scotland, who are operating a 4-4-2 formation. Nicol, McPherson, McKimmie and Malpass across the back. In the middle, Jury on the right, Strachan and McCall in the middle, Boyd on the left, with Johnston and McCoist up front. There's McPherson. He's been penalised for a bit of wrestling there with Turkilnaz. Well, the Scots can't afford to keep giving away free kicks around this penalty box. There's Chapuisat. Only 22 years old, but made a very big impact on the Bundesliga so far in his short career with Borussia Dortmund. And a very good header by Herman, but he was under pressure all the way. Stuart McCall, who made certain he didn't have a free header. Herman coming in very swiftly indeed, getting up well to that. Strachan now doing some organising on the field for Scotland. Here's this free kick whipped in by Chapuisat. Watch Herman come for this. Getting up well, challenged all the way though by McCall. Knoop has held none. Showing too much of that to Boyd, but the throw goes to Switzerland. Tom Boyd playing his 5th international. It's almost the first anniversary precisely of his debut against Romania. Andy Roxburgh clearly concerned about one or two things on the field. There's Orel being invited by Forza to play it back to goalkeeper Hubert. Here's Forza. Last season he played in the midfield for the under-21 side. Suter playing it forward, and there's no offside as Nicol heads it casually towards Chapuisat. He won't be happy with that. Oh, fine play by Herman. On the left is Orel. Chance now for Switzerland with Turkilnaz. The ball deflected towards Gorham. Well, a bit of genius there in midfield from Heinz Herman. The kind of play which has made him Footballer of the Year in Switzerland on 2 occasions. This was Turkilnaz on his favoured side now, the left, as he tries to go outside and make space for a shot. And as this is played in, Stuart McKimmie half blocked the ball. Here's Johnston now breaking for Scotland with Boyd on the left. Johnston getting up there with his marker Orel, picked up by Suter. Oh, fine play by Suter, getting away from Johnston and Jury rather easily from the Scottish point of view. Very ambitious pass towards Turkilnaz, that by Suter on this wet surface, trying to control a chipped pass. Strachan switching the play to Malpass. There's McCoist, turning away from her, appeared to be fouled. The referee has given the free kick. This whistle couldn't be heard in the bedlam inside the Venkdor Stadium. Scotland's 4th visit here. They've lost on the 3 previous occasions. That's why the match has been played here. Only scored 1 goal to back in 1948. 2-1 defeat, then a 1-0 defeat and a 2-0 defeat as recently as 9 years ago. Headed away by Forza. Got into the penalty box by McCall. There's Nicol getting up well, and the Scottish players trying to remain onside. Johnston keeping a look along the line there. Sturika, I think, was concerned about the possibility of that offside decision not being given. There's Hubert. Persson doing well in the air. Some interchanging in the front players for Switzerland. Chaprizat and Turkilmaz. Given the freedom to move around up front. Here's Orel. Chaprizat. And the decision goes Switzerland's way, much to the annoyance of Steve Nicol. In fact, it's a free kick for the challenge made by Nicol. Did appear to be a throw to Scotland if that was the decision. So clearly, the referee not happy with Nicol's challenge. Another difficult set piece for the Scots to face. Chaprizat whipping the ball across to the far post. Kerr waits for it. And McPherson took no chances at all running that away. So Dominic Kerr stays in the box now for the corner kick. So troubled times there for Scotland. Suter with an in-swinger this time. He'll whip this in towards Gorham. Gordon Jury there cutting it off. A bit of bumping and pushing going on there, but McCoy's left to lash the ball forward and then chase it himself. You'll see him come into the picture now. There's McPherson. Well, a snap effort there from Hildman could have caused problems for Gorham had he advanced too far. Jury getting up well. Orel turns it back to Hubert. Well, the problem for Scotland just now is the fact that they can't get Strachan into the play in the middle of the field. They want him to create in the same area as Heinz Hermann for Switzerland. And so far it's the Swiss captain who's caught the eye. Here's Orel. Good leap by McKimmie. Jury's flick on. Collected well by Johnston. Inviting Jury to use his pace. The referee, I'm sure, will give a free kick against Gordon Jury, although he was being held off by Forza. Jury explaining he was trying to play the ball before it went out for a throw. So Gordon Jury and Tom Boy, the wide players in the Scottish midfield four, playing exactly the same roles as they did in Bulgaria in that 1-1 draw last season. And they worked so hard up and down the lines. There's McKimmie. Orel's header. Now here's Strachan. That's for McCoist. He's onside as a chance for Scotland. There goes McCoist. Forced wide by Hodiger. Still in possession though. Looking for a supporting player. Aimed for Malpass. And Malpass is penalised. So that break midway inside the first half. Stilica clearly concerned. He's removed his jacket. But McCoy's had a great chance there, and you wonder, in fact, if he had been just up to normal sharpness, if he might have got a shot on target there. Well, that didn't appear to be a foul by Malpass. The referee thought so, though. There's no offside here as Turkilmaz breaks. Sending the ball across. It's too long for Knoop, who waited in the middle. It's retrieved by Marcel Heldman. Still a problem for Scotland. Here's Hermann, setting it up for Suter. Off the underside of the bar. There's Knoop. Challenged well by Gorham. And the Scots have survived. The goal kick has been given, but Alain Suter coming within inches of putting Switzerland ahead with this tremendous effort. Coming off the underside of the bar, bouncing on the line and out. And Gorham reacting very well indeed to the rebound. Alain Suter looking for his third international goal there. It's his 25th international. And ironically enough, coming just after the best chance of the match, perhaps, falling to Ari McCoist. Got tremendous shooting power. The Swiss blessed with a number of very fine left-footed players. One of them, Alain Suter. There it is there. Check on this coming down. Clearly not over the line. The Swiss thought it should have been given us a goal, but that surely settled any arguments. Suter, Boyd by that effort, wants possession again. There's Boyd. Tremendous running power there. Tackle came from McCoy. Herman rides it brilliantly. Holds off McCall. That was fine play there by Heinz Herman once again. Ball played in by Hødegaard. Nicol gets up well, and he was pushed from the rear by Turkilnaz. A fine defensive header by Steve Nicol, but under intense pressure as Turkilnaz came careering into his back. Well, a break there for Andy Gordon without question. That shot from Suter had him beaten, no doubt about that. Scotland saved by the crossbar. Well, the Scots expected a torrid time, and the Swiss have not disappointed them. Helped on there for Johnston, showing good early control. That's back for Strachan. Jury taken right out of the play late. The referee allows the advantage rule. There's not much of that. Well, Alan Suter very lucky indeed that that wasn't held up. There's Turkilnaz. Plenty of time for McKimmie. Well, a very nasty tackle there on Strachan after he released the pass to Jury. Referee Lanese saw it all right, but thought Scotland had a break on. There's Herman again. No wonder the Scots are concerned about the space Herman's been getting. That's good play by McPherson. And by Johnston. Here's Jury. Nicol popping up on the outside for the first time in the match, making that forward run. Suter to Orrell. The ball was out of play though. Well, that's very fortunate for the Scots because Nicol was out of position there, having followed Jury forwards. There's McPherson. And the Swiss pushing out in a line to leave the Scottish players offside. They didn't get caught offside, they kept back with the Swiss defenders. Craig Brown on his feet, Andy Roxburgh returning to his seat. Tension clear all around. There's McKimmie's header. Now pass trying to find a way past Heldman. Boyd made it all right. This is Herr. And now Orrell. Alan Suter. Forza. Well, that was intended for Christophe Orrell, who'd made progress on the left flank, but Nicol realised there was no danger. Well, it's been a very tough time for the Scots in the first half. Andy Roxburgh clearly concerned about the way the game has been running. Scotland haven't been able to take a grip on midfield. That'll be the main area of concern, I reckon. Suter and Jury both misjudged the high ball. It came off Johnston for the throw. So the skill demonstrated by Suter and Herman, so troublesome to the Scots so far. Here's Chaprizat. And McKimmie doing a good job tidying up behind McPherson. The spin will keep that in play until it's turned away. Well, it was out before. Headed by Orrell, so it's a Swiss throw. So long as he takes it from the right position. Tullio Ladezi's had a very tough match so far. Over on the far side is Hødegaard. This is Suter. Up goes McKimmie. There's McCall, and now Strachan. Jury's free on the right, so is Nicol. Strachan again commanding possession in the middle of the field, but beautifully tackled by Herman. Strachan wanted too much time in possession. Instructions coming from Andy Roxburgh to shoot McCall in the middle of the field. Clearly concerned about the space being given to the creative Swiss players in that area, Suter and Herman. There's Forza, looking for Hødegaard over on the far side, running at Malpass. And Gordon came to meet him. Fine play by the Swiss. And nothing about that was surprising to the Scots. They've been well warned about Hødegaard's runs on the right. Here's Steve Nicol. That's for McCoy. He's onside. Forster's lost him. Here's a chance for Scotland. McCoy's trying to go past the keeper. Looking there for a penalty in vain. It was fine goalkeeping by Stefan Hubert. And McCoy is clearly trying to take advantage of the new interpretation by the officials, forcing Hubert to go down on his feet, but the keeper played the ball first, and there was no question that was fair, all right. McCoy will be bitterly disappointed. Two superb chances on the break for Scotland. Here's Chapuisat, great chance for Switzerland. And the Scots looking for an offside decision they're not going to get. Chapuisat has put Switzerland ahead. The 30th minute of the match. Chapuisat caught all on his own here. There's the ball played. Now Chapuisat appeared to be offside. No, played on by McKimmie. That's why there was no flag up, and Gorham was left helpless. Magnificent pass played across there, catching the Scottish defence out. Chapuisat on the wrong side there of Steve Nicol, played onside by McKimmie on his deadly left foot. Well, it was superb finishing by the Borussia Dortmund player. Gorham was hopelessly exposed there. Certainly no question of there being an offside. There's Malpass going forward. This is Boyd. McCoy's getting up, breaks for Strachan, and a fine effort there from Strachan on the half volley. Well, the Scots being stung into some retaliation. Well, there's the score on the half-hour mark. Switzerland leading by a goal to nil, and on the balance of play, they cannot begrudge that lead. Although the irony was that it came after the best chance of the match had fallen to Ali McCoist. So tension now on the Scottish bench. Well, the Swiss have come out with all guns blazing. Nicol has to be quick. That was a good tackle. Judged that to perfection to stop Chapuisat. Well, Stuart McKimmie just caught there, back in a kind of sweeper position. That's what played Chapuisat onside. There's McCoy's challenged fiercely by Forza. Tom Boyd can't reach that pass from Malpass. The critical phase in the match now. Stilica has that crucial lead, but the Scots have major problems. The bedlam you hear coming from the Swiss supporters, the Scottish fans for the moment muted, 3,000 of them inside the stadium. Back it goes from Hodegaard to Herr. Now Forza. A lot of space to allow the youngster to come forward. Chapuisat. Well, the Swiss now have a lead, so it changes the philosophy just a little. Hermann may try to ensure they keep trying to go forward. Trying to play that into the gap for Hodegaard. Cut off by Boyd. Or by Malpass rather. Well, this little period up to half-time is going to be extremely important now. Scotland cannot afford to lose another goal in that period. At the same time, if they could get forward again, carve out one of those chances, get back in terms, it could transform the match. So far, it's the Swiss in command. They've taken the game by the scruff of the neck from the start. The Scots have found it extremely difficult to turn the tide. Here's Hermann. He'll take no chances, being hounded there by Strachan. An interesting tactical manoeuvre by the Scots, playing Strachan in the same area as Hermann, hoping that the Swiss captain would have to do some defending against Strachan. That hasn't really materialised yet, though, as Forza launches a long ball forward. That's an offside flag against Turkilmaz. And Turkilmaz being spoken to for a little gesture of dissent by referee Lanesi, who will know him well from their time in Italy. There's Nicol for Scotland. The jury. Back again with Nicol. Bit casual there with the pass. McPherson has to be quick. Chapuisat chasing him. Good play by McPherson. The pace of Chapuisat, always a worry though. Turkelmaz also very quick up front for the Swiss. Jury beaten by Forza. Suter couldn't keep that in play. So throw will go to Scotland. Checking the watch there on the Scottish bench. I have the feeling that Andy Roxburgh might well be content to go in at half-time in 10 minutes' time. Only one down to give him the chance to reorganise, sort things out tactically. Here's Johnston, screening the ball brilliantly from Forza. Found Jury. Ball's angle across, the chance was on, and Boyd couldn't reach the ball. He trampled through his marker to try to get to that. Well, there are clear signs here that the Swiss defence is none too clever when put under pressure. Gordon Jury sweeping that across, and Boyd was the player trying to convert it for Scotland. This is Hottiger. The cover provided there by Tom Boyd for Scotland. There's Strachan coming deep, trying to do the Heinz Hermann roll for Scotland. Well, that's not what he wants to do with that, but he got it back from Hermann. Here's McKinney. Headed into the wide position, forces Tom Boyd to sprint back. He read that well, that back heeler from Heldman. And there's no way in which Boyd will get away with that in international football. Going for the ball very strongly with his studs showing. There's no Italian referee who will allow that. Here's Hermann. Looking for Chapuisat. Now McCall. That's for Strachan. McCall tried to find Johnston with an early pass. The Scots caught there in midfield with both McCall and Strachan pushing forward. McCall's hounding there, made sure the ball went backwards. Andy Gorham coming out to command the penalty box there, reacting to Steve Nicholls' call for possession. Here's Jury. Johnston. Control let him down there for a second. There's McCoy being held from the rear by Hare. Clear bit of jersey pulling by Dominique Hare. And this time the referee gives the decision Scotland's way. Played short there by McCall to Strachan. And a handball decision against Gordon Strachan. Well, I think the referee there was perfectly correct, because McCall did nudge the ball short to Strachan, returned the ball to play. Well, a wasted free kick, but that won't cause any problems. Turkelmaz is fully 15 yards offside. But a little bit of a lapse in concentration there by Gordon Strachan. There's Nicol, looking for Johnston. Firmly challenged by Forza. There's Orel. Now Turkelmaz been allowed to turn. This could be dangerous for Scotland. Nicol getting back. There's Turkelmaz. And it's turned away by Nicol. An excellent block by Gorham, but the defence opened up there for Turkelmaz. Another moment of genuine concern for Scotland. The way Turkelmaz got through there for the shot at goal. And Gorham getting his body behind the ball, getting help then from Nicol. So more problems for Scotland in defence. Chapuisat with the corner. A lot of runs being made inside the area. Hermann scores! Heinz Hermann unchallenged. It's a sickening blow to the Scots. The 39th minute of the match. Heinz Hermann, number 8 there, loses his marker, gets it in front of Dave McPherson, and there's no chance again for Andy Gorham. Well, look at this again. Nightmares here for the Scottish defence as Hermann gets in ahead of McPherson. And it's 2-0 to Switzerland. Oh, there's Herman getting up so well. McPherson out of reach, and Herman gets his 13th international goal. So 2-0 to Switzerland, and that goal has been threatened every time the Swiss have come forward. But losing such a goal from a set piece will infuriate Andy Rosberg on the Scottish bench. And it now is a long 2-0 down, away from home. A partisan crowd in full voice. There goes Jury, well beaten by Orel. McCall is still there, snatched at the ball back inside, showing a little sign of anxiety. The referee will hold play up to allow treatment for Maurice Johnston. 5 minutes of the first half left. 2-0 to Switzerland. And really on the balance of play, you have to say the Swiss are worthy of that lead. Only Oxford will be reflecting ruefully on the two misses by Ali McCoist when he was clean through in the keeper. But nevertheless, on the balance of play, it's been Switzerland in command. Delightful play in the middle of the field from Herman and from Suter. There was the good defensive header by Orel, stopping Jury. The kind of challenge that Scotland were looking for when Herman scored the second. An awkward landing there for Maurice Johnston. Hugh Allen, the trainer, giving some treatment. But he's clearly in trouble, Johnston. And the Scots substitutes are all warming up. We'll see this ball played in. Look how well Orel, the number 3, does. Challenging Jury, who's very powerful coming in like that. And Johnston caught in the middle of all that. That's what's done the damage. Well, the Scottish doctor, Stuart Hillis, is on. So too is physiotherapist Eric Ferguson. And this will be a severe blow to Scotland if Maurice Johnston has to go off. And there is already activity on the Scottish bench. They're clearly very worried now about Johnston, who's in severe pain. There's no way he's going to be able to carry on. That's quite clear. The referee now looking for a stretcher to have Johnston removed. Eric Ferguson explaining. So let's check again. The damage done to Johnston, who was caught in the middle of all this. Jury, in fact, did the major damage, I think, because he tried to get the end of that cross. His knee catching Johnston in the area of the hip and the kidneys. That's why he has to be lifted to the stretcher. And Gary McAllister is preparing to come on. So there's McAllister, number 14. It will mean Jury going to a striking role alongside McCoist. McAllister in midfield. Strachan may come wide on the right this time to allow McAllister to play in the middle. Well, this just clinches what has been a first half nightmare for Scotland. Maurice Johnston on his international comeback, forced to leave the field after 42 and a half minutes. Well, what a very sad sight that is. So McAllister has gone on, and as anticipated, Strachan has switched to a wide position on the right. Jury is through the middle with McCoist, and McAllister has joined McCall in the middle of the Scottish four-man midfield. The Scots now have a free kick, and a chance to salvage something before half-time. Headed away by Forza. Met by McKimmie. He's given that straight away there to the Swiss. The offside flag is up against Chapuisat. Well, a careless header there by McKimmie. Lucky not to be punished. So McPherson flights it forward. Easily won in defence by Orel. And McPherson will play this all the way back to Andy Gorham. There's Malpass. Couldn't get that beyond Hare. McAllister made a very good run. There's Boyd also. Boyd's the player penalised for Scotland. So what a match for McAllister to become involved in. Coming on now to win his 9th cap. Stilica, a very happy man, I've no doubt. Scarcely have dreamed of a 2-goal lead at half-time. It looks as though that's what he's going to have. We've got seconds left, but we had a long injury stoppage, so there may be a couple of minutes left for play in the first half. That's Hodiger. Oh, it's good running again. Turk Yilmaz racing inside. He now wants to pass again from Herman. This is Suter. He may try one from long range. Encouraged by that earlier effort off the underside of the crossbar. A lot of hard thinking going on there between the Scottish management pair. It certainly has been Switzerland's half, without any question. It's been an outstanding performance indeed from Switzerland in this opening 45 minutes. They've overrun the Scots in the middle of the field, and with their sharp front players, they've got the reward. A foul by Forza on Jury. Free kick taken quickly by Strachan to McAllister, his Leeds United teammate. Here's McCall. Nicol will have to recover quickly, and he did so. He appeared to be held by Turk Yilmaz. And Orell allowed to come forward, tackled by McPherson. A free kick has been given to Scotland. Well, Steve Nicol thinks it should be a throw, but the free kick was clearly given. There's Strachan. Forced to go deep again. Jury beaten by Forza. This is Suter. And McCall and Strachan. Jury is clearly offside. Trying to adjust now to his new role through the middle alongside Ali McCoist. Well, Stilica still looking very concerned. You'll know the game's not over by any means. Herman playing it forward. Turk Yilmaz is onside. He's in behind Nicol. This is dangerous for Scotland. And Malpass there with a superb clearing header. In ahead of Kunup. Fine positioning defensively. There's Hodiger. Well, Turk Yilmaz was caught all in his own well offside. Had that caused any problem? So applause from the Swiss supporters again. The Swiss have played with invention, with pace, with total determination, and they've earned the reward of a 2-goal lead in the first half. Rafio Lanesi looking at his watch. We've had more than 2 minutes of injury time. Jury has found space in behind the defence, taking on Forza. Checking inside. Back it comes to McAllister. And another Scottish chance goes a-begging. Strachan has kept the ball in play. Well, that was great play by Gordon Jury. And the referee has blown for half-time. It couldn't be heard. No, he hasn't. The ball turned out there by McCall. Well, I reckon if you'd offered Andy Roxburgh 3 chances of that quality in the first half in an away international, he would have been overjoyed. As it is, none have been converted, and Scotland are trailing by 2-0. Well, sadly, that chance falling to Gary McAllister, who really, in fairness, has scarcely had time to warm up to the task. Coming into this frantic arena. There's Hodiger. Swiss playing it back there, and what a difference that might have made had McAllister knocked that into the net. He's such a clean strike through the ball too normally, Gary McAllister. Scored the winner against Switzerland last season. A fine right-footed finish. McCall down towards McAllister. That's McCall again. Had to play the ball inside. He had no option wide. And this time, the referee, Tullio Lanesi, brings an incredible first half to an end. A first half dominated on the play by the Swiss, who really are good value to lead 2-0. The first coming from Chapuisat just on the half hour, and then a header from the corner kick by Heinz Herman. But Scotland will reflect on 2 great chances which fell to Ali McCoist, clean through the goalkeeper, one in the inside left channel, one in the inside right, and then that chance which Gary McAllister failed to convert just on half-time. Maurice Johnston has been carried off, and it will take a second half of really heroic proportions to turn this match around. Although there have been clear chances to the Scots, and if they get any more of these, it may be a different story. And one goal, you feel, for Scotland could change the pattern of play considerably. So let's see about that. The news, incidentally, from the dressing room is that Maurice Johnston took a kick in the small of the back, and there's still an assessment going on of the damage, but he's in a lot of pain. Now that actually was inflicted by Gordon Jury. So the Swiss start the second half, and the opening 15 minutes will be absolutely vital. The Swiss, of course, have a little bit of a tactical dilemma. Should they bed in and ensure they make no mistakes, or should they go for the killer third goal? That's the decision that Uli Sturica will have taken. The Scots too, they have to guard against, Billy McNeil said, charging forward and taking chances at the back. They have to play in a composed fashion, and they certainly have to stop Heinz Hermann getting too much possession. He didn't use that effectively in that Turk Yilmaz was clearly offside. So looking around the Scottish formation, there's no change in the shape of the side for the second half. As Jury challenges there, the McCoist is also in amongst all that. And there's McKimmie. Now there has been a change in the formation. No. Looking closely, it appears as though McKimmie has gone to right back and Nicol has joined McPherson in central defence. So an orthodox back four, but that's a major change. McKimmie in his more familiar role in the Scottish jersey. The ball is sliced out there by Stefan Hubert. So it's McKimmie, Nicol, McPherson and Malpass across the back. Strachan, McAllister, McCall and Boyd across the midfield. And Jury and McCoist up front. Jury has taken a knock as that ball is swept across there by Tom Boyd, retrieved by McCoist, and you can be certain he'll be determined to make amends for those missed chances. There's a chance for Jury, and Scotland have scored! We're 1.5 minutes into the second half, and there's joy at last for the Tartan Army behind Andy Gorham. Gordon Jury with his third international goal, leaving Hubert helpless. A cross here of real quality. Jury coming to meet it, and the Tottenham Hotspur striker drills the ball beyond Hubert. Oh, what a fine ball this was from Stuart McKimmie, who had a very difficult first half. This will make him feel better. The header by Jury, a precise downward one, impossible for a goalkeeper. And Scotland now have been thrown a lifeline. Well, it really is the perfect start to the second half, and this will be a major test of the Swiss. They'll be looking now to Heinz Hermann to calm them down and control them. But the Scots now have found a way to goal, and we have a tremendous second half to come now. McKimmie stumbling, Strachan picks it up. Looking there for McAllister. The Swiss though trying to get back to their passing pattern. Oh, that's fine play again over on the far side. Orel playing it into a gap. There goes Suter. And it came off Nicol for a corner kick. Alain Suter took a knock there in the act of sending that across. Well, Andy Roxburgh and Craig Brown will be much happier now. They can see the prospect of a recovery now. Suter is off the field, so the referee will not allow any stoppage here. The Swiss will require to continue with 10 men. Suter, the player who is likely to take that corner kick. Switch back there to Turk Yilmaz. Here's Hottiger. He may test Gorham from long range. And that's a great block by Gorham. Still a problem. And it's scrambled away from the line there by Nicol and by McPherson. Well, the Scots living dangerously. The whistle is gone for a free kick inside the penalty area though. Andy Gorham getting some encouragement from Gordon Strachan. There was the save made by Andy Gorham. Now that was outstanding. But then he had more work to do as this ball was played across his bows. And Nicol did just enough to help the ball to safety. Here's Strachan now. The Scots enjoying some possession. Now the offside trap has been sprung again. McKimmie breaking on the right. Or can he get in another good cross? That's towards Strachan. It's back to McCall. That's for Boyd. The ball skidding off the wet surface though, away from Tom Boyd. Well, Scotland spent a great deal of time on Monday and Tuesday practicing ways to break down an offside trap. They've been very alert to that as the Swiss have been running out, because the Swiss are renowned for doing that effectively. Ball has gone for a throw there off Marcel Heldman. So McCall leaves the throw to Malpass. Just the kind of steadying moment for the Scots. They know they can play sensibly and still have a real chance of saving this. There's McCall, held up well by Heldman. And there's space now for Suter, who's back on the field, looking perfectly sprightly. And that's great covering play by Dave McPherson. Chapuisat blocks the road to goal. There's McKimmie, had to be quick. Getting help now from Strachan. The Scots playing with some renewed vigour. Pepped up by the half-time team talk, and then by the goal, and Jury's been flagged offside, and that was very close indeed. Gordon Jury clearly disagrees with the linesman. Turio Lanesi, the referee, having a word with Jury. That's why he's apologising for the outburst of dissent. Well, could the Scots produce a miraculous rescue act in the second half? If you've just tuned in, you've missed an incredible match with the Swiss going in at half-time, 2-0 up, and Gordon Jury pulling one back in the second minute of the second half. So that reorganisation of the Scottish defence, with McKimmie going to right back. He hasn't played there for Aberdeen for some time, but Steve Nicol has certainly played in central defence many times for Liverpool, so it'll be no strange position for him. McKimmie's played that forward. Jury's beaten the offside trap. The keeper is committed. Very good goalkeeping that by Stefan Hubert, 25-year-old Lausanne sports keeper. The referee's given a free kick against Jury, but his attention's on the goalkeeper. That means play has to return to the Swiss penalty box. Andy Roxburgh has scarcely sat down throughout the match. So much at stake. Well, the singing you hear from the Scottish supporters now behind Andy Gorham. They're in splendid voice. Well, the crowd now has been officially confirmed at 48,000, which appears to be some 3,200 more than the safety limit. They filled in the corners, though, that would make the difference. They're headed by Forza. There's Herman. That's good play again from Switzerland. Here's Suter. Well, asking a lot there of Turk Yilmaz with that pass. Andy Gorham wanted to keep the ball in play, to keep the momentum going forward for Scotland. Good leap by Jury and by Herman. Jury going to the right, he's onside, and he's brought down very heavily there by Orel. Well, Gordon Jury's taken a new lease of life since he's been moved back into the striking position, causing lots of problems. And offside given against Jury. Well, Jury looks towards the linesman. The flag up very quickly indeed. And the question again of perhaps being in line, but well, that would leave him onside, so the linesman clearly didn't think that. Here's Christophe Orel. Another Lausanne sports player, along with Dominique Herr and Stefan Hubert, a keeper. Mark Hottiger also. They all play for Lausanne Sports. McPherson leaning in there. There's McCall. That's a good pass. Strachan trying the long ball towards McCoist. Turned away by Kinnock for a Scotland throw. Well, the Swiss fans wanted that to go Switzerland's way, but that wouldn't have been appropriate in view of what happened. There's Malpass again. Now McCoist, that's a good turn away from Hottiger. Screening the ball well, trying to link with McAllister. This is Herman. The ball was carried out of play. Uli Stilika out of his dugout there, protesting bitterly to the linesman. That's what's forced Tullio Lanesi across to the technical area below us there. Stilika in trouble, as he was at Hampden Park a year ago, and he was banned from the dugout. Well, getting very excited about a throw-in. Here's McCall. A typical battling performance by McCall. Powering his way forward again. Across it goes this time to McCoist. Touched away by Orel. And almost an opening once again for Ali McCoist. Well, he'll be thinking clearly he should have added to his 8 international goals so far. Jury taken right out of the play by Dominique Hare. Now he could be in trouble for that. Jury trying to beat the offside trap. The yellow card is shown to the Swiss defender. But there are signs that that goal and the Scottish second half performance has rattled the Swiss side. So McPherson has gone forward. He's the target. Swept away by Knupp. Malpass needs some help. He gets it from Nicol. Good piece of defending there by Steve Nicol. There's Malpass. Looking for Jury. Well won by Hare. Knupp goes down. McCall is penalised. McCall complaining bitterly that he was elbowed in the first place by Knupp. There's Hottiger. Kept in play by Malpass, but thankfully for Scotland, Marcel Heldman played it out for the throw. McCall helps it on. There's Jury. So powerful on the turn. Hottiger is there. Boyd tries to get him on the turn. The throw goes to Scotland. Jury takes it quickly. The Swiss crowd unhappy with the referee now. And McCall wanted too long on the ball. Heldman's in the clear on the right. Across comes McPherson. The Scots are clearly exposed now. Here's Knupp. And that's well taken by Gorham. Well, a very nasty moment that for Scotland. Could so easily have suffered for that. Gorham launching the long ball downfield. Hottiger's header. Returned quickly by Craig Brown coming off the bench. The Scots want to keep the play flowing toward the Swiss goal. Here's Malpass. Hottiger gets up well. Chapuisat. He's found Herman. That's for Turk-Yilmaz. The Swiss have players in the box now. Turk-Yilmaz trying to go outside his man, and he earned the corner kick. Refreshment there for the Scotland coach. Well, he'll age in this match, there's no doubt about that. Even if the Scots could get back on terms. Suter with the corner. The Scots marking will require to be more diligent than it was for the second Swiss goal. The Suter again. Down the way by McKimmie. Here's Herman. Back with Forza. Suter confident enough to try to hold off his man. McCall putting pressure on in midfield. Orel reacted well to it though. Hare playing it forward. Turk-Yilmaz is offside. And every decision of that kind being greeted with howls of anguish from the Swiss and from Uli Stilica. Well, the Scots have produced some good performances in foreign soil recently. They're being asked to produce perhaps the best of all here. That was played by Jury for McCoist. McCoist couldn't control it. While Strachan trying to beat Suter in the air. That's asking rather a lot. Space in the middle here, which McCall is trying to close down. There's Knupp running straight into Boyd. Now McCall. Good play from the Rangers midfield player. There's no offside here. Jury's in the clear. Good play again by Jury. McCoist waits in the box. So is McCall. There's a good piece of defending by Hottiger. Tom Boyd wants the throw play to the left. But there's going to be a substitution made by Switzerland. They're going to withdraw. They're withdrawing Alain Suter, who took an injury earlier on, and are bringing on a tough man in midfield. This is Thomas Pickel of Grasshopper Zurich. Well, Suter is the creative man, Pickel is the hard man in midfield. So Uli Sturica looking to shore up the middle of the field. Quarter of an hour gone in the second half. There's Malpass firing over the cross. McCoy's content to let that go and then retrieve it if he can. Well, again, the wet surface was the problem. Orel's throw. Well, the decision there goes against Gordon Strachan. 1 hour gone. 2-1 to Switzerland. But things looking much rosier than they did at half-time, when the Swiss led by 2-0. Gordon Jury having a distinction of being one of the second Scotsmen to score in the stadium in an international match. Other was Leslie Johnston of Clyde in 1948. A 2-1 defeat though on that occasion, so that's maybe ominous. McCoy's keeping the ball in play. The ball's gone over. The corner kick's been given. Good hustling play there by Strachan. Earning the corner against Christophe Orel. Hope again for Andy Roxburgh. The referee calming down Orel, who reacted angrily to that decision. Now, can the Scots make this set piece count? Strachan playing it in. First touch there for Pickel. Boyd playing it into space from McAllister. Change of pace, trying to get some leverage away from his marker Hodiger. Well, McAllister taking some time to pick up the pace of the match. So difficult for a substitute. McCoy's fighting hard. There's Boyd. McKimmie wanted that badly enough to get it. And it's back from Boyd. Jury again showing his prowess in the air, but been penalised for using an elbow unfairly, trying to get away from the defender. So the Swiss in possession with Hodiger. He's turned the ball out though. Well, the fluency which was so evident in the Swiss play in the first half hasn't been recaptured in the second period, and that's what's given the Scots some hope. Scots take some credit for that, of course, by their extra effort in that area. Here's McCoist. He was the last player to touch that. It'll be a goal kick, I reckon. Jury asked for a handball decision against Forza, but more in hope than expectation. Challenge by McCall. The ball spins on to Turk Yilmaz. There's McAllister. Belfast couldn't reach it. Boyd has to get back. Good play by Boyd. One of the reasons in the side is the match runs from midfield on the flank by the Swiss. They're very adept at that. It's won by Dominique Herr above McCoist. In goes McCall. Asks in vain for the throw. McAllister. He'll be very anxious too to make amends for that golden opportunity missed just before half-time. About a minute after he'd come on as substitute. There's the return pass from Strachan to McKimmie. He's eased out of that by Bickel, but the referee allows play to continue. The Scots are exposed now with McKimmie well upfield, but Chapuisat's control lets him down for one of the very rare occasions in the match. And McKimmie has not recovered totally. The referee is not prepared to allow attention, or is he? Yes, he is now. On goes Hugh Allen. The substitutes again emerge from the Scotland bench. And the one being called upon at the moment is Murdo MacLeod, who would be the obvious man to come on should McKimmie require to go off. It may mean Malpass to right back and MacLeod to left back if McKimmie can't come on. So Gordon Strachan now urging on his players, talking to them all over the field. This is Beat Souttar, the brother of Alain Souttar, who's gone off, who is preparing to come on. Another man who will provide a bit of dig in midfield for the Swiss. It would be very interesting to see who comes off. Remember, the Scots still have in reserve Murdo MacLeod, Brian McClair and John Robertson, as well as goalkeeper Brian Gunn. Well, McKimmie is on his feet but not looking too well. Marcel Heldman, the player, being withdrawn, it would appear, but not yet. The match will restart with a throw to Scotland. Strachan will have to hurry. The referee may take umbrage. Well, the diagonal running of the Scots not too sharp on that occasion. Bad return past that from McAllister. McCall did well. Well, he's been penalised. Well, he went to the danger point and made a tough challenge. The referee judges it unfair and gives the free kick to Switzerland. Now the change can be made on the bench. Marcel Heldman from FC Vettingham goes off. Willie Stilica looking more ruffled now. Heldman goes off. Beat Souttar goes on. An experienced man winning his 51st cap. A 28-year-old who plays for Neuchâtel Xamax. The Swiss have played both their substitute cards. Scots still have one other possible change to make. They'll be looking carefully at Stuart McKimmie. International football not the place for a casualty. The chap was at trying to get away from Steve Nicol. So we're just past the midway point now in the second half. 22.5 minutes remaining. And that's the time Scotland have to earn an equaliser, which must be the principal initial target. Here's McCoist. Well, he didn't control that the way he wanted to. In a bit of a hurry, showing a touch of anxiety that he's not renowned for. The ball is swerved out of play from Malpass. Scotland preparing to make their second substitution. The player stripping off is Brian McClair. There's Souttar, well tackled by McCall. McCoist and Herman trying to judge the bounce. The Swiss get the better of that. And Malpass backtracks. It is 43rd international. Gorham in his 16th. Well, Switzerland only the third side to score twice against Andy Gorham in an international match, after Italy and Brazil. Well, McKimmie still looking less than secure in his movement. Brian McClair waits to become involved. And it's going to be McKimmie who's withdrawn. Well, that would suggest, I reckon, that the Scots are going to go for broke, resisting the temptation to play Murdo MacLeod at left back. They're going to pull back Tom Boyd, push Maurice Malpass to right back, and allow Brian McClair to play a foraging role from the middle of the field. So McClair comes on to win his 18th cap, and what an occasion this would be to score his first international goal. He's replacing Tom Boyd on the wide side of the Scottish midfield. So two changes forced on the Scots. Maurice Johnston's injury in the first half bringing on Gary McAllister. Stuart McKimmy's bringing on Brian McClare. This is Jury. Ball has been carried out of play. It'll be a throw to Scotland, and Gordon Jury is capable of taking a very long one. McPherson has gone to the 6-yard box in recognition of Jury's throwing prowess. McPherson being bumped and bundled inside the area there. This Malpass showing strength in possession, and McPherson is offside. The free kick to Switzerland. The referee having a word with a couple of Swiss players, Forza and Orel. Here's Hottiger. Now Suter. Challenged by Boyd. The Boyd in his Chelsea position at left back. This is his first international as a Chelsea player. This is Bikel. Another left-footed player trying to find Turki Yilmaz, and he almost got a touch. That would surely have settled it for Switzerland. But there goes Jury, he's in behind Forza. Forza trying to recover. And that's a good tackle by the youngster. Well, he's remained very calm indeed in his first serious competitive international. Only one friendly before today. Here's Malpass, winning the ball from McCall. Here's Boyd, being hustled all the way by Turki Yilmaz. That's good play by Turki Yilmaz, pressuring the ball, forcing Boyd to turn back. The Swiss supporters now trying to build up some noise and some encouragement. Coyce lay off. He was caught there by Forza. Well, the referee's given the free kick all right, but it was a bad tackle on McCoist. The yellow card has been shown for much less than that. So here's Gordon striking over the ball once Chapuisat gets out the way. McPherson is up. That's for McCoist. Pressurising Herman. The referee's given a foul against McCoist. Oh, he didn't appear to be doing much more than trying to get to the ball. So Andy Roxburgh breathing deeply down there, as are all the players. It's a very warm, balmy evening. Stamina sapping. It's a real test of character for the Scots. Here's McAllister. Now McClare. Well tackled by Hottiger. Throw left there to Boyd. Here's McClare. Tackled well by Herman. There's Turki Yilmaz. Caught by McCall. Well, we're whistling around the stadium, suggesting that Stuart McCall was worthy of a booking. Turki Yilmaz making a great deal of that. The referee will not allow attention, telling the Bologna striker to get back at his feet. Well, Turki Yilmaz will have adequate Italian to understand Tullio Vanesi. He's been in Bologna for the best part of a year. So here's Herman. And Turki Yilmaz, who was injured a second ago, has recovered well enough. Jury doing well. Here's McClare. Nowhere to go, going into that ruck of Swiss players. Herman trying to restore order in midfield. This is Hottiger. Now Suter. Bikel. That's good play by Bikel. Space over on the far side for the Swiss to exploit. It's Knoop. And it came off Nickel for the corner kick. And they got him asking the linesman about an offside flag, but there didn't appear to be any case for that, to be fair to the linesman. So it's every hand to the pump now for the Scots defensively. Hare getting up well. Turned away there by Dominique Hare, who got up so well for that. Hare was declared being marked by McPherson for the Swiss second goal when Heinz Hermann came across his bows, losing his marker. Big person on the face of it, worthy of some criticism, but perhaps on reflection, he did a good marking job on Dominic Herr, but whoever was marking Hermann was questionable. This is Chapuisat. 15 minutes remaining. Chances on again here for Switzerland. Turk Yilmaz trying to set himself for a shot. Now waits for support. He gets it from Hermann. An offside flag was up against Adrian Knoop in any event. Well, had Turk Yilmaz been able to take that on the run, I reckon the match would have been over for Scotland. Forced to check back. Nicholl McPherson did well not diving in. Jury going up with Herr, who won that cleanly. It's a throw though to Scotland. This time Boyd will take it. Or will Jury come across? Teammates for a very brief spell at Chelsea, Jury and Boyd, until Jury's moved to Spurs for £2 million. Well, that slipped out of his hands. McCall finds Jury. McCall again. That was for McAllister. McCall at full stretch. Swiss content to dump the ball to safety. Well, the Scots now trying to summon up one last major effort in the closing stages to save the tie. Well, you can see the pressure on Stilica. Sweat-stained forehead. There's McClair. Space for Strachan. Not a bad effort from Strachan, allowing the ball to skid off the surface and force Huber into the save. Goalkeeper holding it well. Strachan might have been hoping for a rebound also. McPherson. Bolt, did he went for that? But the free kick goes against the Scotland centre-half. There was a save by Huber. Here's Turk Yilmaz, challenged by McClair. This is Bikel. Mike Keeler finds Suter. The Scottish defence complaining again bitterly about the lack of an offside flag on this near side. Well, time becoming the enemy for Scotland. Just tuned in. Switzerland 2, Scotland 1. Scotland attempting a fight back from a 2-goal deficit. A lot of space here for Beat Suter. McClair have been sucked forward. Here's Turk Yilmaz. Well, Turk Yilmaz going down long after an attempt by Boyd was made. The referee has given the free kick nevertheless, and Turk Yilmaz appeared there, for my money, to con the referee, because there was no contact made. And Turk Yilmaz, after he was away from the defender, then went to that dramatic fall. Gordon Strachan certainly takes that view. He's complaining bitterly. And if Turk Yilmaz is hurt at all, which I think will be doubtful, it was a stumble on the fall, not anything Boyd did. I will tell in a moment how much effect that's had on Turk Yilmaz. The Scottish players clearly indicating to him that they think he has cheated the referee. So free kick for Beat Suter. Another vital moment in an enthralling match. This time the Scottish defence stood up to that well. Still a throw to Switzerland. Swiss supporters now sensing the kill perhaps. The person couldn't get to that, nor could Beat Suter. Clearance was made by Steve Nicholl. There's McClair. Determined play by McClair. Looking for help inside. McCoy comes across to challenge Forza, and there's an offside decision surely here, yes. Came rather belatedly in fairness. Is this Strachan? Some inspiration shot from the Leeds United maestro once again. Odegaard getting up well. There's Beat Suter. Now McPherson. Strachan helping it on. Gets it back. Makes space for himself brilliantly. Now driving at the Swiss defence and taken from the rear by Chapuisat. Strachan very angry about that. Very angry exchange there. A yellow card for Chapuisat. And Gary McAllister anxious to get the ball back to take this free kick. McCoy's also in the thick of this. Tempo's rising rapidly. Well, is this too far out for a direct shot? I wonder. Gordon Jury can hit this with lots of power. So too could Gary McAllister. Strachan is orchestrating. There's Jury playing it in. The wall stood up well. Scots are having to get back to stay onside. They've done that very effectively. They're onside. Well, the referee reacting now to the linesman. The linesman, in my view, taking no chances at all with offsides. Anything doubtful they're giving, because that for me was doubtful. Free kick, a long one. Chapuisat running into McPherson, making no attempt even to look at the ball. Gorham's long clearance. It's helped on there by Bikel for Borghuis. The support waiting in the middle. Well, Ali McCoys will know that cross should have beaten the first defender. And that's no doubt what Andy Roxburgh thinks. The worst Scots getting in there in numbers. They have a corner kick though. Taken by Strachan. This is Malpass sending the ball wide. It's a great pass that. Here's Strachan chipping it across, too close to the keeper. An apology offered there by Strachan. That was a good opportunity. Nicol turned it away from Turki Yilmaz, who I may say is running completely freely. You remember he was dying a moment ago. La Suisse is the chant from the supporters. Switzerland getting a lot of vocal support as they look for a third goal, but here's Scotland in the break. Here's McClair taking the ball wide, showing too much of that to Orrell. Scotland are exposed again. The interception made by Strachan. He has to go again. Back it goes from Nicol. So 7 minutes remaining. Jury going up early. It's a miscue there. McCoist nods it down to Jury. There's McCoist. Scotland have equalised. And Ali McCoist has made complete amends. The joy from the Tartan army. The Scottish bench erupted below as being waved back by the linesman. Well, what a fight back this has been. The striking pair, Jury and McCoist combining. Look at this shot from Jury. The keeper couldn't hold it. McCoist was on it in a flash. And this time, the ball was in the net. Well, McCoist nodding it down, Jury rifling in the shot. And look at the reaction this time from McCoist. And what a relief that'll be for the Rangers striker. So the reactions of McCoist, some question marks about his match practice, but how he relished that. Now it's a question of how the match may turn in the remaining 6 minutes, plus injury time. The Swiss coming forward, here's Bikel. A collision there, head to head with Malpass. Free kick's been given, every Scotsman coming back now. Well, if you'd said to Andy Roxburgh, will you accept a draw even before the match, I think he might have said yes. But at half-time, he'd have grabbed it with two hands. But there's still some hard defensive work to do. Concentration must remain intense. The referee wants the wall back a yard or two. The Swiss may be paying for their alteration in policy in the second half. Here's Bikel. Knoop couldn't get to that. It was Nicol who just touched it away. 5 minutes left. 2 each here in the Vankdorf Stadium in Bern. Scots slow to get out for that. Headed away by McAllister this time. McClair also is up. And the clearance in the end by McAllister, but the whistle had gone for a handball decision against Adrian Knoop. And Uli Stilica is a bitterly disappointed man. Well, what incredible drama here in Bern. It looked so bad for the Scots at half-time, but they've reorganised, they've battled, and they've come back with a couple of goals from the strikers. One from Jury, one from McCoist. And now could they even have the audacity to think about a winner? Free kick given off, that challenging air by McCoist. The Swiss now the task of picking up the pace to try to win the match again. There's Tom Boyd finding McClair. Cut off there by Hudiger. In goes McAllister strongly. Ball in the air. The referee waves play on as McCall keeps challenging. This time he's penalised and he's going to be booked. Well, that will be deemed for persistent infringement of the rules. Well, Andy Roxburgh still gesticulating to his players, who are paying no attention, I can tell you, at this stage. They're far too concerned with their own thoughts. As Herman finds space on the left, looking to deliver a good cross. Herr getting up well there. Here's Knoop. That came off Nicol. The corner kick. Knoop a major threat inside the area. Scots having to defend again as Chapuisat sends over the corner. It's a very good one indeed. Well won by McAllister. Pottinger lofting it back in. There's no offside. Well, there's no offside given there. And once again the Scots looking at the linesman. The header going over the bar though. So there's no lasting damage from this. Well, there certainly appeared to be a possibility of offside. Jury getting a vital touch on again. Forza has time to turn this back to Hubert. Herman calls for the ball. Orel plays it back. McAllister pressuring the ball and forcing Herman into the pass back. Now the Scots regroup to defend. Here's Gordon striking with a header. Now McCoist. Well, the head was dipped as McCoist tried to play the ball as it was bouncing. McCoist offers the apology. 2 minutes remaining. Switzerland 2, Scotland 2, and remember it was 2-0 to Switzerland at half-time. A nasty one there for Christophe Orel. Here's Herman being faced by McCall, who's got much closer to him in the second half. Here's Bikel with a good chance to set something up for the Swiss. Across it comes to Beat Suter. This is Hudiger forcing the ball inside. Beat Suter is waved onside. He clearly appeared to be off. Handball as the ball was forced over the line. The decision has been given. It's not a goal. It's a handball decision on the goal line. Well, the referee hesitated all right. That was an anxious moment. Beat Suter looked to be offside as this ball came across. It was bundled towards Gorham. There was the handball. The referee perfectly correct. Oh, what a relief there. The linesman also appeared to have a part to play in that decision. So we're into the final minute plus stoppage time as the ball's headed forward here from McAllister. The Scots coming forward, perhaps the last attack. Played in there and turned away. An acrobatic clearance by Orel. This is McCall sending it across towards Jury, and that's just too high. The Scots getting a bit carried away though, sending men forward. Andy Roxburgh and Craig Brown waving them back now towards the defensive position. And must guard against any folly in the late stages. The referee checking his watch as McPherson appear to be bundled there by Kinnup, and the free kick's been given. Free kick to Scotland. Well, can the Scots hang on? It would be one of their finest performances in 45 minutes that we witnessed for a very long time from men in Scotland colours. McPherson invited to play that back, or inviting Boyd to play it back to Gorham. We're now into time added on for stoppages. There's no offside as Jury gets up well. Helps it on, and it'll be a goal kick to Switzerland. Stefan Huber goes to collect the ball. So we're into injury time now. Referee Lanacey checking with his watch, checking with his linesman. McPherson appear to be fouled again. There's Boyd sweeping it forward. Jury is offside. There's no argument about that decision. So a last effort perhaps from Switzerland. Here's Forza with the free kick, pumping the ball forward. Been allowed to bounce there. And Steve Nicol brings it clear. A chance on in the break. Strachan's been picked out. He leaves it to McCoist. Could Scotland snatch a dramatic winner? What an incredible match it has been. Strachan being impeded there. The referee gives the decision against Strachan though for his attentions on his man. Here's McCall tackling. In comes McAllister. A free kick goes to Switzerland. McCall's been booked, remember. He'll have to be careful. We're in the second minute of stoppage time. McPherson will head this clear. Straight to Huttiger. On the right is Beat Suter. Again. Makes the clearance. Jury back. Hustling Huttiger. There's Forza. Surely an offside this time. Yes, the offside flag up belatedly. Indeed, the decision appeared to be given by the referee. And I have to say, the near side linesman, if he's being carefully scrutinised, may come in for some criticism by the appropriate refereeing observer. In fairness though, not so Tullio Lanacey, the Italian referee, who so far I think has handled the match superbly, as befitting his very high reputation in world football. Jury going up. In goes McCall. McCoy's trying to get in behind the defender. Back from Forza. Huber launching a long ball downfield. The referee checked his watch again. McPherson doing extremely well with these high balls now. He's got his timing right. There's Huttiger, tackled by McCall. A chance now for Bikel. That was well blocked at the edge of the area by Steve Nicol. And the referee blows the final whistle. It's been an incredible fight back by Scotland. They're still in the Group 2 driving seat, thanks to one of the best second half fight backs that I've had the privilege to watch for Scotland in an away match. They have been tremendous in the second period, sparked off by Stuart McKinney's cross and Gordon Jury's header in the second minute of the second half. And then the striking combination of McCoist and Jury combined, with Jury's shot to be parried and Danny McCoist to drive home the winner, which his performance thoroughly deserved, having missed a couple of good first half chances. So it was a result which was never on the cards at half time on the balance of play in that opening 45-minute period. But praise cannot be heaped enough on these brave Scottish players for the way in which they've come back to earn a point here at Vancouver Stadium in Bern. And the cheering is coming now from the Scotland supporters. So the final score in Bern: Switzerland 2, Scotland 2. Back to Dougie Donnelly.
Thank you, Joe. Tremendous.